Hello and welcome to my channel. This is season 2, episode 50. First thing as always, thank you to those of you that have subscribed to my channel. If you are new, names will go up over here. Second, thank you to those of you that have been following and supporting me on the forum. Recognition goes up over here. Third, thank you to those of you that have been following and supporting me on Instagram. Recognition goes up over here. Now, I have one notification before I start. So I haven't made up my mind yet if I am going to a site or I'm going to leave it, so you'll find out in next week's video. Other than that, let's get into this video. So what can you expect in this video today with Gamble in Airsoft Ideas Part 5? Now I'm really excited to do this video because the item I ordered actually turned up on Friday so I could make this video, so I'm really excited about that. Now if you haven't seen my previous video, Airsoft Ideas Part 4, check that out because it's going to have a little bit more of a reference later on in the video. Now this is going to be on the AK, this Airsoft idea. Now you may be a fan of other things, but nevertheless, enjoy it for what it is. It's just a bit of fun. So, here we go. Now, when it comes to being an AK fan, there are, I'd like to say, 3 types of AK fans. The first one, okay, I'm going to get this out of the way in no particular order, but nevertheless, the first one is the modern AK. Now, I would say, to my left, which would be your right, here's the AK, but I don't have it. That was the one I was trying to get off patrol base. I got it right, and due to the Yukara being expired I couldn't get it, so fingers crossed hopefully in 2022, I've got to get used to saying that as well, I will have another AK Rift to my side, a modern one, so metal and polymer, and well, hopefully you'll enjoy that when you see it. The second type of fans when it comes to AKs is to my right, which will be your left. Let me grab it. So this is what I'm going to be using in the video today. This is my E&L AKS 74U. There was no battery in this, so if I do this, get the selector, not going to happen. So, the third type of fan is pretty much those that want a combination of both, so the best of both worlds. So, a mixture of polymer, a bit of wood, those are the third type of AK fans. Now, in my pocket, let me grab it. This is the item that came in on Friday, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it will make a big difference and change. So this project is called Bear Gear. I did put this up on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It is a picture of an Escape from Tarkov AK. Now I've got a bunch of other accessories which are not in my pocket, they're actually on the table ready to go. So what I'm going to do with this is basically give it a Tarkov customized loadout look to it. Now, like anything, when it comes to customizing, particularly riffs or your gear, you find out what works, what doesn't, and things might change over time. You add more, you take less, etc. off. But nevertheless, I really want to get into this video showing you what I have planned for this, particularly Project Bear Gear. So, let me put this down here, and magic. So that was Project Bear Gear. Hopefully you enjoyed it for what it is. A bit of fun, escape from Tarkov references there. What I will do before I finish the video, I'll put a link in the description down below for those of you that are interested in getting the attachment. Here's what it looks like coming out of the package, and on this side is the details and the amount that it costs, so again, considerations. So let me quickly go over the riff. Now I didn't show this in the video, a 1-point sling, pretty easy, basic to understand. If you have this on your model, and depending what AK platform, these can get in the way for the buttstock, especially folding. So again, if you want to add optics, particularly sight optics, you can have the side mount attachment, or get a dust cover or a Picatinny rail up here, because the last thing you want is to go compact and can't close it properly and end up looking like this. So again, choices to consider. Turn it around. The Picatinny rail actually came with the riff itself, second hand, and like I showed in the video, there is a gap, so there is a little bit of movement, whether it's up the front or further back. But this is Airsoft at the end of the day. It's not going to affect your game unless you're just having a bad day. The flashlight, I've taken the battery out again, save your batteries, charge them up. This came with a pressure switch pad as well. Does the job, but I find that they can get in the way sometimes, so you have to obviously use some elastic bands, cable ties, secure it, and you don't want your fingers or thumb catching it, because that can be annoying. So button, for me personally, is easier. You've got the tracer unit on here, which I've used for my pistol. I want to use it on this and other riffs as well. The foregrip, which folds down like so. I'll put a picture up here quickly. I'll put one on Instagram of me kind of starting my project. I originally had this going the other way, so closer to the mag, did the job, but what I found out was one little major issue is when you had the side folding buttstock in place, it would be quite an issue, especially with the button, to try and get to it. You could get to it, but you look pretty awkward, so that's why I decided to have this grip going forwards. Again, easier for the hand on both sides. Don't worry, that's the tracer unit, it's telling itself that it's on. Now, the most important attachment, which I showed at the beginning, is this one. It's the attachment for the tracer unit. Now, in the video, you saw that it was loose because I had to line it up with a pin. I've fully screwed this on, so you can see now that it is not wobbling. So even if it does move, it will lock back into place, so don't worry about that. But if you want to lock it in place, especially with the E&L model, it is a little loose like you saw in the video. It does say in the details, especially on this website, that this attachment fits the GHK model and the LCT models, and it did mention E&L. So I don't know about any other model platforms, so I've got a few friends that have this particular model, so I'll ask them if they're kind enough to let me just try this on their front barrel and see if it fits their model, which will be good for future references if you consider that. Now I'm going to take this off quickly, the tracer unit. There we go, bear with me 1 second. So I showed you in the video what it's like with both attachments on together, replacing the flash hider. This is what it looks like without the tracer unit on. So there is a little bit of the barrel out the front, so unless you're picky, again, give it a good clean after a good day out in the field. CQB, you don't have to worry that much, but if you're outdoors in the woodlands, yeah, make sure you clear the end of the barrel. So from that position, hopefully you can see that. Again, apologies. I'm going to put it back on now. So yeah, all these things to consider. And yeah, make sure that's secured. There we go, towards that. And that's it. My Tarkov AK loadout. Now I am looking to, in 2022, fingers crossed, I'm going to work on a Tarkov loadout to match this, hopefully. I might even have a few more accessories by then. Again, it is Christmas, you never know what Santa will bring you if you're a good boy or girl. I'm going to put that there. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and that's it. So like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to click the little bell icon so you know when the next video is. I enjoyed making this video, I look forward to making the next one. The most important thing you can do is stay safe.